Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So obviously it's Wednesday, which means Star Stable released a brand new update, and in today's update we have Farah, who's got her own shop in Valedale right now, as well as her own crafting stand, and she's accompanied by a very cute little pet, which we may get in the future as well. Today I'm going to be playing through all of the brand new quests, so if you're just as excited as I am to check out all of these new quests, then make sure you keep on watching. And then now, without any further ado, like I always say, let's just jump straight into it. So the entire quest line starts over here on the road to Valedale from Fort Pinta. This is called Jarl's Road, and Farah is right over here with this card and the horse, and I think, yeah, over here we have a little owl, and this, you guys, is Toby the owl, and I think Toby is such a nice name. And this owl, I'm gonna zoom in on it using photo mode. Look at that